what are some of your personal desires that you have? Whatever you feel comfortable sharing.
Yeah. Personal desires. I don't even I don't even know. Like, I'm so blessed. I have everything that I could ask for. And I'm building towards the things I don't have. And so I think personally, I just want to continue to have like health and strength, to just get through every day, because that, and like a balanced mental health, because things get hard, and continue to be surrounded by my community. There's no like materialistic things that I am like really desiring, because I pour a lot into myself. I pour a lot into my own self love. I buy myself flowers every week or every other week, because that makes me happy. But I can't even think of it, like personal desires, just for my family to be good, for those around me to be good. And one day I want to go back and pursue. I'm gonna give myself a break after this degree, and I want to get my doctoral, my education, my ED, and I'm thinking about doing it at a HBCU. So before I start my Black college, having some experience at a HBCU, probably in Texas or something like that, because I have family out there. But I think that's a desire of mine, to go to a HBCU and to get a Black college experience before starting my own Black college. And that my desire is for it to be an amazing experience, and be able to continue navigating any barriers that come my way, so that I can just truly be happy and be content. That's what I desire, to be content and at peace.
So, speaking of peace, you mentioned living a holistic life. And I want to know, in addition to you buying yourself flowers, what are some other things you do to take care of yourself in a holistic way?
Yeah. I'm going to try to hit like the different domains.
Okay.
So, let me see. Just physically, I try to get enough sleep. I try to just, tap in with myself. Like, what do you need right now? Like, is it to sleep more? Is it to sleep in? Is it need to cancel that meeting? Is it to check in with with your community? What is it that you need? And that helps my physical health. I'm trying to get back to the gym. I'm trying. I am trying. I'm trying to get back. But in the short term, I've been just doing little workouts in my room. And I get massages. And that's something that I've started to do to just help with my physical health. Mentally, therapy. I'm a really big advocate for therapy and having a therapist that you can really build a bond with. So I do, and have been in therapy, and that's been very, very great, a very great experience for me. In different forms of therapy, I've done talk therapy, like a CBT base, and EMDR as well, to really truly heal, because I want to be I want to be whole. I want to be a person that's really healed, so that I can pour into the world in a holistic way as well. Spiritual, I have a spiritual connection, and so I'm really big on just establishing and spending time praying, asking God to cover me. And financially, financially, we get in there.
You live in a constant state of abundance.
Right.
The finances are coming.
The finances are
coming.
here. They're coming. But a lot of scholarships. I'm always applying for scholarships. I've really blessed to receive 2 in the past 2 weeks. 2 scholarships.
Okay, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you so much.
What are they?
I received a Black Alumni Scholarship for $2,500, and it just, when I tell you, my heart, like, it just skipped a beat. Like, I was just like so thankful, because I won't have to face a lot of the financial barriers I did this year living in housing. Now all the money will go, and I will be set. And then, as well as the California Association of Black Social Workers, I received a scholarship from them. I think I received it. I thought it was a birthday card. And so I opened it. I'm like, who is this? And I open it, and it's a scholarship check, and I almost fell out. I was just like, thank God. And so it was really amazing to see. I also got a scholarship at the beginning of this semester from the Association of Black Social Workers, the Greater Los Angeles chapter.
Yeah.
So just tapping in, like I said, with my community, there's the Association of Black Social Workers, the National Association of Social Workers, but then there's these pockets that are trying to pour into the Black community that I'm really adamant about connecting with. So those are really big financial helps and resources to me. Mentally, emotionally, again, checking in with myself, journaling, calling on my support system, breathing techniques.
Yeah.
Even my Apple Watch would be like, have you practiced your mindfulness today? And I'm like, you right, let me get on that.
Yeah.
And I'll do a breathing or a reflection. I know there's other domains, but those are the main ones that I try to check in with.
Well, congratulations again. I'm so happy to hear that you've applied to these scholarships and you've gotten them. I think it's going to be very impactful for students to see that if and when they do apply to scholarships, that it can benefit them and that it will help them, and that there are other sources out there, other resources for them to use to help them with their education experience, and hopefully lessen the load and the barrier that can be placed upon a person who is wanting to get their degree.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for you. I'm kind of at a loss for words because I remember what it was like, and I wanted the best for you and any other student, who needs that support and guidance as well.
Yeah.
Just to wrap things up, what advice would you give to students in your position, and what advice would you give to incoming students?
I'd say to both. I'll go to both and then I'll go individually.
Yes.
So I'll say to both, like I said, definitely stay connected. Like, find your community, no matter if it's your cultural community, like whatever it is for you, your job or a hobby or whatever it is, there is something that exists for you, and if it's not, create it, because that means that there's other people looking for that space and that connection as well. Some other students and I started the Black Graduate Student Association this past academic year, and we too busy to sit on the board for it, so it's still in the works, but at least that space is there for students who have the capacity, who have the willingness and the passion to be and serve on the board. Boom, it's already something created, because we were like, we know this need exists and we don't have it, so let's create it. So that's actually what I would say for students I'd say for both. For graduate students, is that what you mean? For grad students?
Or for grad students,
Yeah.
and even students who are coming to school for the first time.
For graduate students, I'll say it's hard to be connected because you already probably are working another job, or you're doing, like myself, an unpaid internship, and there's just so many things coming at you. And I would say first and foremost, to always check in with yourself and see what it is you need, and tap into that as well, because it's so easy to be disconnected. It's so easy to not know the resources, but there's somebody who does know. And for my cohort, I try to be that. Like, I'm over here with a PowerPoint presentation, I'm putting information in the Slack, all these things, because it exists and it's needed to, again, grow your belongingness. But don't isolate yourself. I guess I'll say that to both, like to incoming students, to graduate students, to any student. Don't isolate yourself. Know that there's financial resources, there's holistic resources on campus for you. And again, if they're not, you may just not know about them, or they just may not exist yet. And so I say, connect with your community, ask, read your emails. I always am like going through my emails and stuff like that, because it's important. Sometimes we just don't know the information, and it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. We just haven't been connected to it. So read your emails, connect with others, and get what you need. If that's mental health resources, break all those barriers, break those stigmas, break what mama and grandmama and them and everybody else shielded you from, because just because it wasn't a part of your home life doesn't mean that it can't be something for you in your life now. Yes. And so I think it's really important as you get out, especially for first-time freshmen and our students just starting this, like, I love school. I love school. I really do. I think it's funny because I've always been academically inclined, but only because I love what I get out of school. Yeah, I get academia out of it, but I also, again, get that holistic health and wellness out of it. So because I pour into social work, now I'm learning, okay, I actually do like policy and advocacy. I actually do like these things, and I'm going to take those skills and use them in other areas. Oh, because I know this thing, and I'm learning all these things about child development, I know that this person in my family is actually going through this, and I'm advocating that to my family, to don't judge that person, but to understand this is the season of their life that they're in. And that was something that's real. Like, I just had to speak to my mom about that. And it's great that we can have these conversations and that we can pour into each other, because I take my schooling and what I learned to understand it and pour it into other areas of my life. And so I think I said a lot, but in general, I say get connected, ask, read, be open to learning, and get out of your shell, because college it's an experience for you to learn yourself. Try different things. Just take that opportunity, because you're already here. You've already made a step, and you deserve to be here. And if you're experiencing imposter syndrome, talk to me, because we will have a whole talk about it. But that's real. It's real to feel imposter syndrome. It's real to feel like you don't belong. And then even more so on a campus that has about 4% Black people, you're really going to feel like you don't belong. But I'm telling you, there's a space for you. You're heard, you're seen, you're loved. And just pour into those things that are here for you.
Okay, one last question.
Okay.
Can you please name a few folks who you would like to thank?
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna name so many.
As many as you can.
Yes. Oh my gosh. So, go ahead.
I was gonna say, especially the folks at, in particular, maybe at Cal State Long Beach.
Yeah.
Just for students who may be looking for that guiding light. They know that one of those people could be in their corner as well. Yeah. And of course, anyone else in your life who has helped you too.
Yeah, I'll go in order.
Yes.
So when I first started at school at Cal State Long Beach, I was trying to find a group that I could connect with, and I found Sister Friends. So I give a really, really big shout out to Pamela Lewis and Terry Armstrong, because they are phenomenal. They took me in, and they just took everyone in. They're so embracing. And Sister Friends is a group for Black women, faculty, staff, and students to just find their group, and you can just be unapologetically you. And that was a space where I was in there, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I love y'all. Like, this is amazing. And I still go to their groups whenever I get time, and I'm always shouting them out. You might see me in my Sister Friends shirt one time. And so that was the first group I connected with. That was so inspirational to my journey. After that, or through Sister Friends, I met Akila and Shonda, and they were like big sisters to me, and still call me and check on me. Even Shonda called me last night, like, how are you doing? And I'm like, girl, let me tell you. And so they're very inspiring, and just different, like, and academically, but again, holistically as well. And so I met them through Sister Friends, and that's when I joined BBSA, the Black Business Student Association, and we served on the board, and I served in ASI as a commissioner of Veterans Affairs. After Sister Friends, and just like others like along the way who have been really inspirational is like Dr. Hamilton, Tracy Kelly. They've really helped me, and I'm an intern for Dr. Hamilton this year, so it's been really awesome so far. I mean, I know it'll continue to be awesome, but it's been just awesome in the work that I've been able to pour into. I don't want to get simpy, but you have been an amazing, amazing part of my journny. Just your ability to, I feel like our hearts know when it's needed, and we'll pick up the phone and call, and I just feel that like I know you're here for me, and that's so, like, that is just incredible. Like, I needed this because I was about to have a meltdown today just because my internet would not work, and God was like, actually, let me just take you out of here, and let me put you in a space that you need, that's gonna grow you. And this is exactly what I mean, because I step out, because I do these things, like, it always pours back into me, because I needed this. So, and I needed you. And I love you so much.
Oh, you're going to make me cry.
It's just, I really, really appreciate you being a part of my circle.
Yes.
I do. And just even people who I've just met this year, like Paul Carter, the associate director at the Black Research Center, like, come in and hit the ground running. And I'm in his office, like, always venting to him. And he's just a great support system, too. Part of Sister Friends, too, was Makisha, just like so many women, so many people, but especially Black women, because I've always felt welcome by all the mentors that I've had, and they took me under their wing. It's never felt like any resistance. I never felt like anybody didn't want to help me, and that's powerful to me, because the world makes you feel like that sometimes. Like, I don't know if but yes. To be able to be like, oh, I'm embraced, oh, they got me, oh, y'all, you know, and so it's awesome. And it's like so many other people are coming to my mind, like Dr. Claybrook and the mentorship and the guidance he gives. Just like any Black person I didn't see, and just in so many people. Joe Nino with ASI Government, I remember he came to me, and we were just talking about this position. I said, Joe, it ain't happening. I'm not about to be no vice president. I'm about to chill my last year of grad school. And I remember, like, he just mentored me, and is still a really big mentor to me. And I still love to text him the gift, like, we did it, Joe. We did it. So Joe's been really awesome and really resonated and really tried to help me in the ways that he can, and I appreciate that. And then there's so many other people from school, so I apologize if I leave anyone out. But aside from school, definitely my mom, my sister, my new dad. And I call my stepdad my new dad because he, you know, is new to my life. But in these years, he's so, like, my family just covers me. They love me. And because of the way my family loves me, I'm able to give that love to other people. And it's incredible. So they are my rocks. My aunt, my cousin Rhonda, everyone who went to my inauguration, it was awesome. To just feel that love and to be surrounded. I think I was the only person there with a table full of family, and that's period. That's how we show up every time. They are gonna be there for me, and the rest of my family I really appreciate. At the Veterans Center at Cal State Fullerton, Cameron, Alex, my best friend Cece, April, like these people who still pour into me, still check on me, still see how I'm doing, and can give me that mentorship and that guidance, and that was my foundation. And so yeah, my village is strong. My village is so strong. I got Army friends that still tap in with me. I'm trying to think of my board, because in my office I have that board with everybody, and I have so many people in my circle, and for that I'm forever grateful.
Thank you for sharing. I appreciate you for sharing your story, and I know other folks will benefit from it as well. Thank you so much, everyone. Diamond mentioned multiple times that it takes a village, and I'm so happy to be here with her and be part of her village, and to know that I had a village who covered me as well. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, Diamond, for sharing. Anything else you want to say to the people?
I just want to say thank you for taking the time to interview me. I love to share my story, but I really appreciate this opportunity, and I'm very grateful.
Of course.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye, everyone. Thank you.